Good morning. Today is Monday, November 15th. I'm Maureen Kyle with your 3 News Now morning update. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me on the WKYC Facebook and Instagram pages. And we start with Holly with a check of today's forecast. Hi, Holly.
Maureen, you know, we are still feeling wintry. There is just no getting around that. And we're going to see highs once again, just around 40 degrees today with those scattered rain and snow showers on and off even into the afternoon, especially for those of you close to the lakeshore. As we head into the overnight hours, it looks like we'll start to see some clearing, and that's going to lend way to some Tuesday sunshine. Also, slight chances for showers. We can't rule them out, especially heading into Wednesday. So tomorrow's looking dry, and then we're right back to showers, but that warm front is going to literally boost our numbers into the 60s as we head into Wednesday. So we'll enjoy before we get a cold front in here and cool things right back down. As far as snow amounts, trace amounts, we cannot rule that out on grassy surfaces, especially from the rain and or snow we expect through the rest of today. Again, only around 40 for the high. It'll feel like it's in the 20s and 30s with wind chills. Make sure you have your winter coats. Looking ahead to upper 40s tomorrow, we will see some clearing. Right back to rainy weather late tomorrow into Wednesday, into Thursday, and that cold front, you're going to know it because we're back in the 40s. It looks like the weekend's going to be dry, 40s to near 50 degrees. Maureen, back to you.
Holly, thank you so much. Well, it is not a victory Monday like we were hoping for. The Cleveland Browns lose to the New England Patriots Sunday in a bad game. The worst loss under Kevin Stefanski as head coach, and the Browns' worst loss since 2005 when they fell to the Steelers 41-0. The final score from Foxborough yesterday, Patriots 45, Browns 7. And looking ahead, the Detroit Lions come to Cleveland next Sunday, and although they haven't won a game this season, they did tie with the Pittsburgh Steelers yesterday, and the schedule doesn't get easier after that. Well, more kids here in Northeast Ohio got their first COVID shots Sunday. Senders Pediatrics in South Euclid held a drive-through vaccine clinic for children ages 5 to 11. About 160 kids got the low-dose Pfizer shots and scheduled the second dose in 3 weeks. Parents we spoke with had no hesitation about getting their kids vaccinated.
Just so relieved and excited that, you know, we're finally making progress in our own family and our community to really protect some of the most vulnerable people out there. As a mom, a parent, a community member, a nurse, just really want to encourage people to get out there and get the vaccine.
Senders Pediatrics was one of the study sites for the Pfizer vaccine for kids. They'll hold more vaccine clinics in the next several weeks by appointment only. Well, a new study finds that more patients found it hard to control their blood pressure during the pandemic. The research found that just over 53% of Americans controlled their blood pressure last year compared to just over 60% in 2019. Some patients avoided the doctor's office during the pandemic, while others were not able to get care because of their physicians' offices closed temporarily. Doctors say they are starting to see the effects caused by the pandemic. All right, well, here are 3 local headlines that we're following. First, closing arguments are expected to begin today in a landmark opioid case. The trial involves the lawsuit against several local retailers. Lake and Trumbull counties say pharmacies at Giant Eagle, CVS, Walgreens, and Walmart created a public nuisance by dispensing millions of painkillers into their communities. But the companies say they were just filling prescriptions written by doctors for legitimate medical needs. The trial could set the stage for similar lawsuits across the country. The Cleveland Orchestra canceled both weekend performances because one of its members tested positive for COVID. The orchestra has been back for less than a month after taking a break due to the pandemic. So if you had tickets, you'll get an email telling you how to reschedule and get a refund, or you can donate your tickets as a tax-deductible contribution. The Opportunity Corridor is officially open. The 3-mile, $200 million project has been in the works since 2015. It links I-490 at East 55th Street to University Circle. That area has become known as the Forgotten Triangle, a desert of economic activity. Local business leaders hope that their new route will lead to development in the area and eventually to new jobs. Well, developing this morning, a 9-year-old boy has become the youngest person to die from injuries during the Astro World Music Festival in Houston. Ezra Blount died Sunday at a Texas Children's Hospital. He had been placed in a medically induced coma after his family says he was trampled on during a crowd surge at a Travis Scott performance on November 5th. He is the 10th person from that festival to die. The defense has rested in the murder trial of Kyle Rittenhouse. Now lawyers prepare closing arguments this week in Wisconsin. The 18-year-old is facing charges related to the night that he shot 3 people, killing 2, during protests following the police shooting of Jacob Blake in Kenosha. Wendy Rittenhouse, Kyle's mother, sat down with NBC's Gabe Gutierrez, talking about her feelings over the trial and what happened that night last summer.
A lot of people shouldn't have been there, you know, and he brought that gun for protection. And to this day, if he didn't have that gun, my son would have been dead.
National Guard members are on standby in Wisconsin in anticipation of the verdict. Governor Tony Evers signed an order authorizing approximately 500 troops to assist authorities. All right, well, thank you for taking time to join me on this 3 News Now morning update. Our digital team will continue to bring you stories making headlines around Northeast Ohio and the world. Make sure you continue to check our social media pages and WKYC.com throughout the day. I'm Maureen Kyle, and I'll see you tomorrow morning on Go, starting at 4:30 a.m. Have a great day.